Hey folks, Leonidas here. Been a little bit since I've done a video, but I haven't been anywhere other than maybe a family hiking trip or two, so I haven't really recorded much of anything. But I got a new piece of gear today that I've at one point thought I probably wouldn't buy, but I've been kind of researching it, watching videos, things like that, and I ended up deciding to pick this piece up for cooler weather, and maybe I'm probably going to carry it with me on the AT this summer as well. It is lighter than my hoodless puffy that I carry most of the time, but that item is a fleece. When we did the AT section, we did the first 70-ish miles. We got the Big Street Gap. I carried along this Columbia quarter zip fleece, pretty standard deal. I believe it's 100 weight fleece, but it weighs about a pound, and I really never used it. So I ended up getting a lightweight synthetic puffy after that, that weighed about 10.5 ounces. Later on I picked up another one in a medium because the first one I got was a large and it was a little bigger than what I wanted. So I found a medium. That's that yellow puffy you've seen me in a couple times, because that was the only color I could get in that jacket. And in the medium it was 9.5 ounces, and I still use that puffy now. I had been planning on getting an EE Torrid this year, still might, but I ended up watching a lot of people that use fleeces, checked out a bunch of information on ultralight Reddit, and where people were talking about the Mellies. Patagonia R1s have been around for a while. A new kind of player in the market came out. Old Navy has, I think it's called a Go Warm grid fleece that is out, and people have been getting them anywhere from like $10 to $20 or $30 because they went on clearance. I was going to check out one of those, but I couldn't find any because pretty much stuff like that, once it's posted on ultralight Reddit and it's cheap, it disappears. So, but it was still heavier than what I wanted, and I wasn't really sure that I wanted a fleece. Like I said, because that one at a pound, it just seemed a lot better to take my puffy. So I started finding a couple mentions of this fleece called a KUIU, I believe is how you pronounce it. So it's a company that makes ultralight hunting gear. So a bunch of people had mentioned their Peloton 97 hoodie. They said, hey, a medium in that weighs about 5 ounces. I did find they have a hoodless version, which I was interested in, that weighed 4.5 in a medium. But what I found was the hoodless version you could only get in camouflage, which I wasn't interested in. The hooded version you could get in black. They introduced an olive green, which was not bad looking at all, and then 2 camouflage versions again, which I wasn't really interested in. Some mosquitoes flying around. I probably should have lit that citronella torch. But then I found out as well that they made a fleece hoodie in another line called the Mountain Fit, and it was supposed to be the same weight material and same weight as the Peloton. The bonus on that is that it comes in, or came in a gray color. Ooh, got it. Came in a gray color, and it had some reflective notes on it, which I was fine with because it's kind of geared for running and working out and things of that nature. So I thought, well, that's, that may do it. I wasn't sure that I really wanted a hood though, but 4.5 to 5 ounces, and I think I had heard people say their larges were 5.25. It still seemed interesting. The problem was they were not in stock, and from what I was reading, they weren't going to be in stock until the summer. So I kind of just made a note to myself to kind of keep up with it and check every now and then and see if maybe they come back in stock. So last week I happened to check the site and found that they had some Mountain Fits available in large. So I decided, you know what, I think a hoodie, for as hot as I get, a hooded fleece might actually be more versatile when it's colder for me than trying to use my puffy, which I try to not hike in unless it's just really cold, and then I try to take it off pretty quick. So I was thinking the fleece would actually be a lot more versatile, and if I needed to, I could still carry my puffy, and whenever I go ahead and probably get an EE Torrid, I'm going to go with the 7D, and I think when I tried on my buddies, the medium was the right fit. So we're looking at 6.5 ounces in a hoodless Torrid. So I went ahead, pulled the trigger on it. The hoodie is $99. It's here. I have not opened it yet. I am a little scared because I just threw the package itself on my scale and it was heavier than 5 or 6 ounces. It was closer to 10. So kind of concerned about that because I bought it because it's supposed to be 5.5 ounces. So I haven't weighed it yet, but here it is. Open it up. Make sure I don't actually cut the hoodie. Probably better rip this open. Okay, there's some paperwork in here, but paperwork shouldn't really cover it up. This bag's actually heavier than I thought it was. Maybe, whatever. Alright, so, returns, information. Yeah, okay. Oh, yes, that would explain the weight. That is heavy. This, on the other hand, my friend, is not heavy. This is very light. Looks like there's a desiccant bag in here as well. Let's cut this tape. I hate tearing these little plastics. Don't know why. Probably part of my OCD-ness. Oh, I stabbed myself in the finger. All right, get it out of this bag. Man, that's actually almost black. That's actually nice. Little hood. Alright, so there we go. Let's flip the hood back. So, I guess it's about a half zip, really. One thing I did find that I think I did want is this does have thummies, so that's nice. I've never had a hoodie with thummies. This is actually fleece inside, ultralight zipper pull. So this is a large. It is Karushi fleece plus max spec. So this does, from what I understand, have some odor blocking properties that one of the fabrics that they put on here, or that max spec I think is what it is. So let's see how this large fits. Plenty of sleeve length. Now just for reference, I'm 6'1.5", 6'2". This is a large. Like I said, from my measurements, they said a large is what I needed. It's supposed to be stretchable, which it probably is. Oh yeah, that's nice. It might be a little looser down here than. Well, actually, it's not bad. Sitting down, it's pretty nice. So it's got reflective piping here where it has the KUIU logo. Let me see how this. Pull it over there a little bit. Okay, little thummy action here. So it is. So if you can see, there it is, reflective there. I think it's reflective on the back. Like I said, it is hooded. So that's nice. Man, and I'm already. It's been hot today. It was supposed to get up to 88. I don't know how hot it ended up actually getting, but I'm already like, ooh, this is really warm. So I think the large was probably really the right size for me. The sleeves were just long enough. So this is the latest piece of gear I picked up. I will be taking this with me on the AT for just in case, because there are, we won't be as high as we were in the Smokies elevation wise, but we got cold, and we're going a little bit earlier this year. We're going about a month earlier than we normally go. So beginning of June, around there, we will be out. We will be starting in Hot Springs where we left off 2 years ago, to make up that middle piece last year. So we're starting in Hot Springs, and we're trying to go 120 miles on this trip. Will be a day shorter lengthwise than we normally do. My youngest, or our youngest son, will be having a birthday, so we're staying in town for his birthday, and then we will be leaving the next morning and hitting the trail. So be on the lookout for that. Those videos should be coming out. I'm going to try to be pretty good about doing some camp videos and some other stuff. Just try to see what I can get done. I am shooting this with my new rig. I got a phone rig and a wide angle lens for it, and a macro lens, and a Rode video microphone, which hopefully you all can hear me well. I tried to shoot this a little bit earlier, but the microphone was picking up the air conditioner so ridiculously loud that I had to wait for the AC to cut off. So that's what's coming up. Still don't know plans after the AT. I've got several weeks of vacation. I may be doing a long distance hike with a friend of mine. I might be just trying to finish the Pinhoti. It's all kind of up in the air. So that's what's been going on. I appreciate you guys for watching. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, and I'll see you guys on the trail.